All right, today we're tackling the next giant leap in wireless tech, 6G. But I want you to forget everything you think you know about these upgrades. This isn't just about faster downloads. We're talking about a fundamental reinvention of what a network even is and what it can do.
So let's just jump right in with a wild thought. What if your network could do more than just shuttle data back and forth? What if it could actually perceive the world around you? I know, it sounds like something straight out of a movie, right? But this isn't science fiction. It's the core promise of 6G.
You know, whenever we hear about the next G, our minds immediately go to one thing: faster speeds. And yeah, 6G will be blazing fast. But that's like saying a spaceship is just a faster car. We're talking about a total quantum leap in what's even possible, powering a future that's really only existed in our imaginations.
So what does this future actually look like? Well, think about a seamless digital layer draped over our physical world, a kind of immersive reality that's just always on. This whole thing would be managed by these incredible real-time digital twins, basically a living, breathing digital copy of an entire city. And you need that level of perfect, flawless coordination if you're going to have fleets of robots working together or fully self-driving cars navigating our streets safely.
But here's the catch. To make any of that a reality, the network requirements are just insane. I mean, look at this. We're talking about a latency under 1 millisecond for instant real-time control. A reliability of 6 nines. That's 99.9999% uptime. You absolutely need that for anything safety critical. And get this, positioning accuracy down to 10 centimeters. Let's be very clear. The networks we have today, not even close.
So, how in the world do we bridge that gap? You can't just throw more antennas at this problem. The answer is something way more profound. The network itself has to get smart. It has to become intelligent. And this is where we get to the core idea of this whole explainer, the shift to an AI-native network.
And this slide really nails the difference. With 5G, think of AI as just another app on your phone. It uses the network, sure, but it's separate from it. The network is just the plumbing. But in the 6G world, AI is the plumbing. It's woven into the very fabric of the network from the ground up. It's not running on the network, it is the network. And that changes everything.
So what does AI native actually mean? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It means the network is designed from day one with AI as a fundamental building block. And this completely flips the whole purpose of a network on its head. It stops being just about connecting things, what we'd call connectivity-centric, and becomes all about data. It's a system built to learn, to sense, and to compute, everywhere, all the time.
Okay, so that's the big idea. But how does it actually work? How does AI rewire an entire network to make this happen? Well, it really boils down to two game-changing shifts in how the network learns and operates. First things first, for any AI to get smart, it needs one thing: data. And in this case, a truly mind-boggling amount of it, coming from billions of our devices, which, immediately brings up a giant flashing red light of a question. How can the network learn from all of us without basically spying on everyone?
Well, the answer is actually pretty brilliant. It's a technique called federated learning. And here's the core idea, which is super important. Your personal data never ever leaves your device. Instead of sending all your private data to some central brain, the central brain sends a piece of itself, a base AI model, out to you. Your phone then uses your local data to make that little model a bit smarter. And then, this is the magic part, it only sends back the improvements, the lessons learned, not your actual data.
So let's just walk through that cycle. Step 1, a central server sends out a starter AI model. Step 2, your device gets to work training that model on your own private data. Step 3, the crucial one, your device sends back only the updates, not the data learned from. And finally, step 4, the server gathers up all those little updates from millions of devices, matches them together to create a much smarter global AI, and then sends that new version back out. It's a constant loop. It's like teamwork for AI, but with privacy built right in. So this federated learning thing is a huge breakthrough for privacy, for sure. But trying to manage this process across billions of devices? Whoa. That needs a totally new kind of network design. We have to move way beyond just thinking about getting data from point A to point B. And that new design introduces something called the data plane. Probably the easiest way to picture it is like a brand new, super smart highway built just for AI traffic, running right alongside the regular internet highway. Its whole job is to manage the flow of this AI data, collecting it, cleaning it up, and making sure it gets routed to the right places for all this learning to happen efficiently. Okay, so the network now has a brain that can learn privately. That's
already incredible. But hold on, because it doesn't stop there. As if that wasn't mind-blowing enough, 6G is also getting its own set of senses. The network is literally learning to see.
This is possible because of a technology called Integrated Sensing and Communication, or ISAC for short. And honestly, this is a total game changer. It means the radio signals that are delivering this explainer to you right now, they can do double duty. They can also be used to sense the physical world around you, kind of like radar. The network can use these signals to figure out where an object is, how big it is, even how fast it's moving. All of a sudden, the network is no longer blind.
So what does that look like in the real world? It means the network can literally use its own signals to build a map of a room. And it's not just seeing vague shapes, it's actually identifying objects and giving a confidence score. It's saying, okay, I'm 76% sure that's a sofa, and I'm 61% sure that's a bottle. It's creating a live, digital understanding of a physical space, moment by moment.
But it gets even crazier. The network can go beyond just naming objects to actually understanding what is happening. By analyzing the data from its signals, it can interpret that a cloud of data points represents a person who is holding a book. Think about that for a second. The network isn't just seeing anymore. It's starting to comprehend.
So let's step back for a minute. A network that can learn, think, and sense the world around it. I mean, the potential is obviously enormous. But with that kind of power comes some really, really big questions. We absolutely have to look at both sides of this coin, the promise and the peril.
On the bright side, the promise is huge. For the economy, you're talking about massive gains in efficiency and brand new virtual services we can't even dream of today. And for society, this could be a game changer for connecting remote communities and for creating systems we can actually trust, because everything can be monitored and verified in real time. But yeah, there's a flip side. The risks are just as big. In a world that's always being sensed, what happens to privacy? We're in totally new territory. Then there's the risk of manipulation through something called the Proteus effect, this weird phenomenon where our real-life actions actually start to change based on our digital avatars. And then there are the cold, hard costs, the absolutely massive amount of energy these systems will need, and of course the profound disruption this is going to cause for jobs and the labor market.
And that all leads us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. This technology is pushing us, fast, towards a future where the lines between the physical and digital worlds basically disappear, all powered by a network that's always watching and always learning. So we have to ask ourselves, when those two worlds become one, who gets to write the rules? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us.